All right, Proverbs 25:16. Hast thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomit it. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai. I want to give double honor to the apostles of GMS. And I also want to say salutations to the elect, man. All right, keep pushing the works. Say gonna go harder, so we gotta go harder, okay? But basically, I just read Proverbs, the 25th chapter, the 16th verse. And it basically goes into, well, I'm going to read it again. As thou found honey, eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomit it. All right, that honey is the word. All right. Did the Most High, well, was it not described in the book of Ezekiel that the word was like sweet in his belly? All right, it started off to be sweet. So this word is sweet. I'm bringing this lesson out on behalf of a brother basically discussing a problem that he has because, you know, he said when he first came into the truth that he used to study so many hours a day, and now he only studies half of that time. But if you ask me personally from personal experience, you know, a little every day is better than a lot. You know, when you read the scriptures, you know, you should read it. When you read the scriptures, you should be temperate, man. When you eat at a restaurant, you shouldn't power eat, right? When you eat at a restaurant, you should slowly just eat and let the food digest, right? So same thing with the scriptures, man. You shouldn't just try to every day, so many hours in the truth, you know, because you're gonna cause your own effect. Meaning, if you overeat in the spirit, your spirit is gonna start to rebel against what you just put into your mind. So if you reading all these hours throughout the day, then so many months down the road or so many weeks, you beat yourself up because you really kind of unconsciously find an excuse not to read, man. It is not that you was being wicked. It's just that you basically possibly overate in the scriptures, man. All right. It'd be wiser to take the approach of the scriptures like a marathon when it comes to reading and studying, man. Just pace yourself, man. All right. Like I said, if you eat a lot, you're gonna regurgitate a lot. You know. All right. So from there, I'm going to go to First Corinthians, the ninth chapter, and the 25th verse. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now, what does the word temperate mean? The word temperate basically means balance, man. So, if you're a guy with a 9 to 5, you can't study the word 5 to 6 hours every day, man. All right. The Most High might have had you in a position where you didn't have a job for a particular period of time to build you up in the scriptures. So He allowed you to spend more hours into the word. But once He puts you back on that plantation, you might not have no more than 1 to 2 hours a day to study, man. 2 hours, to study. If and some days you might not have that. All right. I'm not gonna act like I could expand my time like that every day. But that's why I examine myself. That's why we examine ourselves. All right. But I'm gonna read this again and draw it to a closing. 1 Corinthians 9:25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible. And our incorruptible crown is to have access to the kingdom, to be preeminent men in the kingdom. But basically, I'm gonna draw this lesson to a close, and I hope you brothers are edified, man. You know, when you take on the approach, when you take on this truth, man, and you do the works, balance yourself out. Don't try to just get so deep into the scriptures, man, because eventually your spirit is gonna rebel. Because you have a body, you have a flesh, so you have to take care of the needs of your flesh as well. All right, and it's better to be balanced in this truth, man, than to overdo anything. But with that, I hope you brothers are edified. To the next lesson, Shalom.